Today on COC, we're going to give you an overview of our budget turbo build.
Alright, so as Francie said, we're going to give you a quick overview of our turbo system here. We spent about $2,000 on this. This is as bare bones as I felt comfortable going with it. If you've priced turbos, you know a name brand turbocharger will cost you $2,000, and we did this whole kit for that price. So stick around and we'll show you what we did.
So let's start with the cold side first. You start with your air filter, goes to your turbo, which then goes to your blow-off valve, which then goes to your mass airflow sensor, and then to your throttle body. So now we'll let Chris show you the hot side, because that seems to be the section that we get the most questions about.
So as Francie mentioned, the questions we get most involve the hot side, especially the exhaust manifolds. If you have any experience with modular Fords, you know that those exhaust studs seem like they're made out of glass. They break off as soon as you put a wrench on them, it seems like. So we didn't want to have any part of that, so I'll show you what we did instead. Okay, so here we are underneath the truck. This pipe's coming from the head on the passenger side. That pipe's coming from the head on the driver's side. And the factory has them just coming into this T or Y, whatever you want to call it. And that's what I hooked onto. I just cut the exhaust right there. Then I put this loop on it. And that's what runs straight up to the turbocharger. Alright, so here's the pipe we just looked at underneath the truck. It came off the Y, kind of snaked around the bottom of the transmission. Then it comes up to another Y here that I made to the wastegate. Then it comes up through the bottom of the turbocharger, out the back, and that will eventually go all the way out to the back of the truck through the muffler. Alright, so the next system we're going to check out is the oil system. You can see here we have our feed line at the top of the turbocharger, and I'll show you where that connects to at the block here in a second. Then we also have our oil drain, which is that red fitting down there, and I'll also show you where that hooks up in a second. So here we are at the bottom of the truck. That's our oil drain. I tapped a hole in our oil pan and it just drains right to the front of the oil pan. Alright, so what we're looking at now is the bottom of the engine block. That's where your oil pressure sending unit would normally be. All I did was put an elbow and a block on it, and I ran one line to the oil pressure sending unit, and I ran the other port all the way up to the turbocharger.
So that was pretty simple, right? Well, that's about as simplistic of a turbo build as you can get. So if you found this video to be helpful, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, bye!